think my bike has got a bit of a cold. Cough, cough, catch you inside.
RevelatorAlf.
Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. Hope you enjoy the channel and this series of videos. I always start videoing with my helmet on. I've got to stop this. Bad habit. Oh. There we go. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, like and share, leave those comments. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com where you find the links to Patreon and PayPal too. Whoosh. Right, turn this off, shall we? Here in the UK, we've had a couple of scorching days. Yesterday was over 40 degrees. If you saw my Instagram photo, you would have seen I took a picture of the temperature probe on my bike. Over 40 degrees. The bike was sitting out in the hot sun all day. On the way home, actually, I was in 6th gear, just cruising along, and it started to cough and splutter a little bit for about, I don't know, half a mile, something like that. Then it cleared itself, then it happened again, and then I changed down through the gears and it all was fine. So I was wondering what was going. Now you can imagine, as soon as I felt it, I was kind of almost frozen on the handlebars. My ear was to the tank, trying to listen out, trying to feel what was going on. Lots of things were going through my mind. Now today was a different story, similar kind of temperatures outside, but I actually had it parked inside. The temperature probe was reading 30 degrees, and so far no problem at all. The engine is running smooth as it always has. So I'm kind of wondering what was going on these Softails. Now obviously, you know, kind of fuel air mixtures can be disrupted at any stage, you know that, and especially in carburetor engines, that is a big issue, especially if you've got some minor vacuum leaks, that kind of thing. But I'm just wondering whether the higher temperatures yesterday, and it was baking in the sun, whether that might have affected temporarily, like a little glitch on the T-map sensor or the ECM, that fuel air mixture, maybe sort of mess around with the O2 sensor a little bit. I don't know, I'm just wondering. Now, obviously the higher the temperatures, the air is going to be a lot less dense. So I'm just wondering if it was a combination of that and the low RPM in 6th gear, which might cause a problem. So then I got to thinking, well, what else could it be? So actually, I'm a little bit stumped, really. I mean, the bike's fine, but I was just wondering, I wanted to put out to you guys, if you've got any of these newer Softails in 2018 onwards, and you're riding in really hot conditions, have you experienced this? Have you had a situation where you've just been riding along, then all of a sudden it's just a momentary cough, if you like, a hiccup on the engine, or sometimes it runs a little bit rough and then it sorts itself out, and it's at low RPM and in the higher gear, let's say 5th or 6th gear. This is the first time I experienced this on this bike, and I've never actually ridden it in this higher temperatures, I've got to say, and it's never got to 40 degrees with a standing bike. So I'm just wondering if that's a contributing factor. Now I've also got to kind of factor in that maybe the bike has some kind of maximum operating temperature that I'm not aware of. So I'll put that to you guys as well. Do you know if there's a maximum operating temperature of the bike? I doubt that there would be. But it always comes down to fuel air mixture, fuel richness, if you like, and then the air density, and how that is all metered and controlled by the ECM. And I think maybe it just had a little bit of a brain fart and decided to run rough for a little bit, and then everything else is, well, it's all running fine now. So there you go. My bike had a little bit of a cough, a little bit of a hiccup yesterday, but it seemed to sort itself out. And I kind of, you know, you're kind of wondering what's going on. Now, the interesting thing, the reason why I make the video is that as soon as it happened, my ear was to the tank and I was wondering, you know, what was going on. All the calculations were running through my head. I was going through all the service manuals in my mind, wondering what, you know, what might be happening, going through all the different possibilities. But then it cleared it, and you think, oh, okay, just forget about it now. But I can't let it go, because now I'm riding the bike thinking, is this going to happen again? And I'm kind of, you know, listening out for it. So that's something else I want to ask you. Have you had this experience? You've had a momentary glitch, a momentary kind of rough running of the bike, and for the next few rides, you're just constantly looking out for it, constantly doing it. I suppose it's natural. We would all do that, wouldn't we? Or maybe it's just me. Anyway, so I thought I'd bring this to you. The heroic Harley is still being heroic, there's no doubt about it. Still love the bike, love the ride, love the smoothness of it, but it was a little bit rough yesterday. But for now, I'm going to leave you with that. A little bit of a mystery, I've got to say. It's probably nothing. You're probably wondering what's all this video about. Just get on with it. And if it was a carburetor engine, I'd probably do a bit more investigating, I must say, especially if it happened again. As it's fuel injected, I'm kind of thinking, was it a fuel? I did refuel yesterday morning. I'm just wondering, was it a bad fuel at the time? But it's been fine ever since, so I kind of ruled that out. And it was from a reputable garage as well, gas station as you call it in America, so that's all fine. I've got to put it down to the fuel air mix and the hot temperatures, and it was baking and it just had a bit of a glitch. That's it, all is fine and dandy. But anyway, let me know in the comments if you've had anything like this and you've got to thinking what's going on and you're racking your brains what's going on, you know, then you're starting to listen out for it for the next few rides. You know, maybe it happens quite a lot, especially if you're riding in hot temperatures. Let's say, I don't know, in the United States, I don't know, Arizona or something like that, where it gets really hot, you know, some parts of California, maybe in Dubai, maybe in Africa, South America, something like that. But in England, we don't usually get really higher temperatures. If we do, it's only 1 or 2 days a year really that it gets above 30. But it shouldn't do. It shouldn't be affected like that, should it? Or should it? Let me know what you think. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell, like and share. Leave those comments and check out the website RevelatorAlf.com, where you'll find the links to Patreon and PayPal too. And I'll catch you again on the next video, coming very soon. And I'm hoping that this bike still runs sweetly. I'm sure it will. I have confidence in the heroic Harley. But what about you? Let me know your thoughts. Catch you again. Ta-da!